All right, so we're back. I thought what I would do today is just do sort of a get ready with me with some favorite makeup products that I've been loving lately. It's not gonna be anything new, anything revolutionary. It's just sort of what I've been really, really liking to wear on my skin, especially with it being so super hot outside and not wanting to feel like makeup is running off of my face. So I have enough hair to do a fishtail braid again. That was fun. I haven't done one of those in such a long time, and I really love the way it looks, except it's a little bumpy out here, which has been bothering me, so I'm gonna try to ignore it. I also added my diffuser for some ambiance, so you have something else to look at besides my bed, since I'm sort of limited on backgrounds. I mean, I can turn this setup around, but then you'll be looking at a blue wall, which I find probably is even less fun to watch. So I'm running my diffuser. I'm running the Now Blends Good Morning Sunshine. It's an uplifting blend. So it's rosemary, grapefruit, orange, peppermint, and cinnamon bark. It smells really good in here. It's energizing, focusing, and soothing, which I felt was, you know, I don't know, good for this space. Can you even see? Can you see the mist coming off of it? I'm not even sure, but it is. It's running. It's running. It's back there. It's running. So I'm just going to share with you, and we're going to, you know, put on my makeup favorites together. Like I said, it's nothing you haven't seen before. It's not anything new. This is all stuff that that's been in my collection for a really long time. It's mostly powders, or actually it's all powders, because that's really what I've been preferring to use because it is so hot. And because I started wearing powders again around the time that I, you know, did this to my head, which I guess forehead update. So it's turning a little bit less pink, but it's definitely, I'm putting vitamin C on it to sort of try to help with the scarring. So like my Ficlo vitamin C serum, I'm putting on that morning and night. But I mean, it's not terrible. I'm not going to be like upset if it like scars or anything. And then I guess sort of in this lighting, you definitely can see, you know, imperfections a lot more, but my skin is looking really good lately, a lot in part to the skincare I've been using. I can't really contribute it to my diet because my diet has been, you know, for shit, so to speak. So what I've been using, pretty much the only times that I've been wearing makeup is Alima Pure. So I've brought all my Alima Pure makeup in here, and we're just going to put it on. And then I'll share with you my other favorites that aren't Alima Pure, which, I mean, this is what I've been wearing. I've been wearing a foundation, a choice of 3 blushes, because that's the Alima Pure powder blushes I have. I do only have 3. I've been picking between one of the 4 highlighters that I have. They do have more, but I have 4, and then 2 bronzers. Oh wait, this is a blush. One of these is a bronzer. There it is. These are the 2 bronzers. And these are the 3 blushes. I was going to say, I don't remember having a super nude blush like that. So we're going to start with the foundation. This is the Alima Pure in Neutral 3. This is just the loose foundation, and you can see how much I love this. I am almost done with it. I do have a backup. I'm not wearing any sunscreen or anything. I just put on my skincare a couple of hours ago. I ate lunch. And then I was gonna, you know, do the makeup, but my skin is looking really good lately. So I just tap some out. I use the Alima Pure foundation brush, which I love using for this, for buffing it in. And I don't even do that much these days because I'm not finding that I, you know, really need to. I don't have a lot of uneven skin tone at the moment. I'm not breaking out. Hardly at all. I mean, I'm pretty much always breaking out under my jaw for one reason or another. I wish I knew why. But I mean, for the rest of my face, I wish you could have felt my skin like, I don't know, a few months ago, like March maybe, and then feel it now and like feel the difference in like texture and just overall smoothness. It just feels and looks really healthy. So like this, it doesn't even, the foundation doesn't even make that much of a difference on my skin right now because my skin is so much more even. I like that even though it's well, I mean, it's satin matte, right? Is that what this is? Satin matte foundation. Sorry. I love that it, you know, it still has that like luminosity to it. I love this foundation. The coverage is nice. You can build it up really easily. I do have, I'll link below whatever Alima Pure foundation video I've got. I know I have one. I can't remember if I did more than one, but I do have at least one with the foundation. And then I've got the concealer, which I love and which like lasts forever. So I use this when I use powder foundation, either when I'm using the Modern Minerals or this, or sometimes I'll use it when I'm using like the Cloven Hollow foundation. I'll pull this out just because I've been using this for months and like I've barely, you probably can't really tell, but I've barely used any, like there's still so much in there. You don't need that much. It's good for under the eyes. It's good for, so I'll do one eye so you can see. Not that even my bags right now are that bad. Like under eyes, I'm not like super purple. Though I didn't get the most sleep last night. I kind of stayed up late watching, you know, movies after Oliver went to bed. Just so there's that. And then I do the other under eye. Yeah, because like I said, because it's been so hot, I've really been sticking to just powders. I have avoided my creams altogether. Not that I'm like leaving the house or I have any reason to like avoid creams. It's just like, it feels uncomfortable when you're, you know, there are certain hours of the day where we don't turn the AC on as high. So it gets kind of warm in here, you know, just energy consumption I do around my nose because I do have some redness around my nose. I'll probably go ahead and do under here too. But yeah, so like I don't want to sit in my hot house with, you know, cream all over my face and like, you know, melt it everywhere. I do have like one zit right here, but even that's not that bad. It's healing pretty quickly. I've only had to use, you know, my hero patches a couple of times in the last month. My skin is just doing really good. So you will see a skincare review next month, or not next month, next week. It's coming. So yeah, that is my favorite foundation and concealer of the moment, the Alima Pure powder foundation and the Alima Pure powder concealer. I just love it. It has really good coverage. It makes my skin look really great. It feels really great. It doesn't break me out. It's really great for sensitive skin. It's got nice coverage. It can be easily built up. I've hit my leg a few times on like the corners of my vanity, so I'm like all bruised up. It's gonna take some time to get used to like not hitting things, so that way the camera doesn't shake and not like banging my legs all over it. We'll get there. We'll get there. So yeah, so then we go in. Well, I use a powder afterwards just because I like to sort of like blur pores and stuff like that. This isn't necessarily a favorite. It's just one I'm trying to use up. This is the Well People Realist Invisible Setting Powder. I wouldn't go out and look for this. I mean, it's got pearl in it. I don't know if mine does or not because we got a sample of it in a Petit Vour box. So I'm assuming it was vegan, but then I think right after that they changed it to include pearl in the formula. So I'm not sure if the one that I bought has pearl or not because like, I don't know. But I'm trying to finish this up. So like, I'm close. I mean, it's setting powder, so it takes forever. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend. I mean, it's nice, but if you want something that's sort of like silky, I guess the 14E one is kind of similar, but the 14E one is like almost too silky for me, you know? So I don't really necessarily have like a favorite setting powder at the moment just because I'm trying to use this one up because I've had it a really long time and I really just want it to be out of my collection. But I mean, I could just dump it and recycle it, but I hate wasting, you know? Though what am I wasting? I don't know. That's just my mindset. I just don't like throwing things away when they can be used, when they're not bad. anyway. So then I've been switching between one of the two bronzers that I have. So I've got Maracaibo, which I think is how you pronounce it, which is the lighter one. And then there's Mauna Loa, which is sort of like a more medium tone. Again, with the lighting, I don't know how well you can differentiate between colors at the moment. I mean, it seemed, the consensus seemed to be that the lighting was really good and you guys seemed okay. A couple of you said it was a tad too cool. A couple of you, or one person said at least that you couldn't differentiate between the colors, but most of you said that it was okay. So we're just going to go with the same settings and hope that it's all good. Because I mean, and like, yeah, like one of you said, you can see imperfections more like with LED versus, you know, like soft boxes or even natural light, like you can definitely see like skin texture more, I feel like, but I have such good skin right now. It's okay that you can see like, you know, the actual texture of my skin because there's not much of it. So I'm going to use the lighter of the two today. I'm going to use Maracaibo, which is the one I've been using the most of because it just sort of gives me like a gentle bronze. And I also really love the Alima Pure sculpting brush. I use this with my loose powder bronzers, and I really love this brush. And it just gives me, like I said, a gentle bronze. It's not too, you know, it's not too dark. It doesn't make me look like I've seen too much sun. It just adds just like a really light touch of color to the skin. Mauna Loa is great if you want a little bit of a darker bronze. And I use that sometimes when I really want to look like, you know, sun-kissed. So that's one side versus the other. So it's just like it's just a light, gentle. And of course, if you're very fair, you know, this would be a good bronzer for you because it's not orangey, it's not red. It's like a really nice neutral. It's almost cool. It's almost like a cool, you know, bronzer kind of color. Which I like that too. It's nice to have like a cool color versus one that's like really warm. You know, because sometimes I like to look like really bronzy and glowy and like kind of a little bit orange, but then like sometimes I just want it to be like cool and just really gentle. You know? You know, we'll just do a little bit more just so it's even on both sides. So I think maybe we look okay. There we go. Just a gentle warming of the skin. I really love that. It's a really easy bronzer to use. It's very nicely milled and it blends really easily. There's no harsh lines. Like I never feel like I look like I've overdone it. Just bring it down here a little bit too so we match. We match the chest area. So yeah, it just looks like healthy, like I've seen some sun. Healthy sun. And then I've been picking one of the three blushes that I've got. I've got Honey Rose. These are all the Satin Matte formula. I don't have any of their shimmer or whatever their other formula is. I only have the Satin Matte ones. So I have Honey Rose, which is a sort of like deep rose. We've got Apple Blossom, which is sort of like a little bit of a lilac. And then we've got Apricot, which is the apricot color. I think I want to go with Honey Rose today because there's a little bit of pink on my, shirt. I sort of match to like what I'm wearing. So here's the color on that one. I have the Alima Pure blush brush, but I can't find it at the moment. I do really like that one as well. I've just been using this one. This is the Real Techniques Rebel Edge Medium. And again, I just really like the blushes. They're just nice and easy. I like the colors. do a little swipe. It was a little too much of a swipe. There's a little bit in this, there's a little more in this brush than I thought there was. We'll fix it, don't worry. I'm gonna do a little, overdid that a little bit. We'll fix. So I take, when I overdo it like that, I take my powder brush, not the foundation one, but just the powder one. And I just sort of like go back and blend it a little bit more. Because I mean, I kind of do like that almost like sunburned, sun-kissed kind of look sometimes. I've been doing that a lot this summer where it's like the, you know, the color over your nose. It softened it a little bit. It's not as, I mean, my nose is still kind of red. There, that's better. I like that, but yeah, I love those blushes. Again, like the teeniest bit goes a long way, so like you'll have these forever. So if you only want like a couple of blushes in your collection, and you know, you don't mind loose powder, I kind of like loose powder because you could really, I don't know, sort of like play with it. I mean, I don't have many pressed blushes at the moment. Mostly what I've got is like creams. I did declutter a bunch of pressed blushes. Okay, and then I go in with one of the 4 highlighters. So I've got rose gold, which as you can imagine is rose gold. I've got Lumina, which is sort of like a little bit of a light pink. But then there's Whisper, which is more of a light pink. Which again, I don't know how much you can tell. And then there's Dolce, which is sort of more of a, I guess, bronze, if you want to call it that. I've been sort of switching between rose gold and Lumina, which I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do Lumina today. Well, it's kind of like a champagne, but I feel like sometimes it comes off kind of pink. Let's do a little swatch. You can sort of tell. It's kind of hard to swatch highlighter in general just because, I don't know. It just is. So yeah, I've been loving these as well because again, they've got a lot of nice colors. I really like the loose powder formula. It's very soft. I really love the colors of these highlighters. Like, look at that. I brushed off, I tapped off most of what I had put. So we'll do this side. Hopefully you can see that. It's kind of hard to see myself in the viewfinder on that side, but I can see this side much better. And it doesn't look like too much, but it's just enough. And then I do go over my nose, Cupid's bow a little, and then I do the forehead and the chin, just a bit. Just a bit. So yeah, I really like those highlighters. Again, they're just very soft. They're very easy. You know, seriously, with like powder makeup, you can do your makeup in like less than 5 minutes. You know, you buff on the foundation, you buff on some concealer, you buff in your bronzer, you buff on your blush and highlighter. Literally, it would take you, if I'm not sitting here talking, it would take me less than 5 minutes. You know, I know that we've sort of like moved into pressed. People really like pressed stuff lately, but I don't mind loose. You know, I kind of miss some loose stuff. I'm gonna do the Pacifica Stunning Brows. I can't find my hemp. I am preferring the hemp Highest Deft one. I can't find that at the moment. So we're just gonna go with this one. But I do love the Pacifica Brow. They're inexpensive. They're a nice color match for me. Of course, that's not gonna be the case for everybody because they only have one shade of the Stunning Brows, which I feel like is being discontinued, but I'm not really sure. And then I think they've only got 2 shades of the Highest Def, but most of the time I just like to sort of like define my brows like that. And the golden brown shade in the Stunning Brows just like matches my hair like perfect. It just looks so natural. I really love the Pacifica brow formulas. And like I said, again, they're inexpensive. Sort of can't really beat that. The mascara I've been loving lately is the Vapor mascara. I can't read the bottom of this packaging. I am so old. I cannot read like tiny print anymore. Like I used to make fun of my mom, but now like I am my mom. I like this one. This one isn't a vegan formula. This and one of the lip glosses I've been using lately are the only non-vegan things here. All the Alima Pure makeup is vegan. The Pacifica makeup is vegan. The Kosas wet lip oil that I'll show you in a minute is vegan. This and the Fit Glow lip serum I've been reaching for a lot aren't vegan, but I love this one. I love this one specifically because it just makes my lashes look so like fluttery. You know, they don't look clumpy or spidery. They don't look like I haven't put anything on them. I'll show you one eye versus the other, which I probably have done, but I'll show you again in case, I don't know, you forget or haven't watched any of my past videos. But I just love the look. It really does. It just gives me just like nice, fluttery. Hopefully you can tell. I feel like I'm so awkward when I get close up. Just like nice, fluttery lashes that don't look too overdone. I've tried a lot of formulas with beeswax. This is probably the one formula that I'll repurchase when I'm done with it because I just love the look that it gives my lashes. Hopefully you can tell. Okay, and then like I said, I've been reaching for one of two lip options when I am wearing makeup. When I'm not wearing makeup, I'm pretty much wearing this all the time. This is the Kosas Jellyfish. But sometimes I'll toss on the Beach Glow from Fit Glow. These are like the only two that I've been reaching for lately because I love both of them. I think I'm just gonna go with Jellyfish today. I found my other Jellyfish, did I tell you? So for a while, I was missing Jellyfish, Jaws from Kosas, and Koi from Fit Glow. It took me a couple of months, but I ended up finding them all. Jellyfish was tucked way deep down in the bottom of one of my diaper bags, or the only diaper bag I had at the time. I do have two now because I have like one, well, it's not even a diaper bag, it's like a purse, but I throw snacks in it. And then I have a diaper bag sized backpack because I like the backpack style. I don't like wearing purses anymore. Probably because I have to carry around my child all the time. So it's like, I've gotten used to the backpack. It's just so much easier now. So yeah, I found that one tucked at the bottom of a diaper bag. And then Jaws, I forget where I found Jaws, but I found Jaws. And then Koi, I pulled back this as I was, you know, cleaning this off and like getting ready to set all this up. And I had pulled it back before, but I guess I didn't pull it back far enough. And then I pulled it back just a touch more and Koi was like pushed under the dresser. So I've got all my lip products are now accounted for. And now that I have my vanity, I will be sitting down to do my lipstick collection declutter something because I wanted to try them all on. I'm definitely not going to make you sit here and watch me try them all on. I might speed up a lot of the process just so you can see, you know, just for fun. Or maybe I'll do it like, I'll have to do it in parts, probably like a lip gloss one, probably a lipstick one. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. But anyway, yeah, I was waiting to be able to sit down to do that so that way I'm not standing for like hours on end because I feel like that's going to take me a long time. But that's the makeup that I've been loving lately. I've been loving powder, Alima Pure specifically, just like a clear lip, nice fluttery lashes, no eye makeup that I've really been wearing besides the mascara and the brows. I'm just kind of letting my skin do its thing and, you know, just sort of like let my natural good looking skin at the moment just sort of like shine through and not do too much to it, not put too much makeup on, not, you know, cover it up with, you know, full coverage foundation or anything like that. Plus it's so hot. So I'm just like sort of letting my skin just like do its thing. And it's, you know, it's doing okay. I'm hoping it, I'm hoping this continues for a while. But I'm sort of nervous because once I do my Fit Glow skincare review, I am going to switch to test some other stuff. But I'm getting to the point where I don't even want to test skincare anymore because I've got so many things that work really well for me. Some work well, you know, work better for me than others. And then like sometimes I'll try something and it'll just like completely freak my skin out, or like it not be what's right for my skin. So I'm kind of getting to the point where I don't even want to try like new skincare from brands that I don't know anymore. So like, you know, unless, what am I trying to say is like, if I'm not already familiar with the line, so like if it's not like Mahalo or Natural Logic or Nini Organics or Fit Glow or Earthwise or like a brand that I'm familiar with and I've used their products and I really like, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I even want to try new skincare anymore. Like even saying that, I do have a couple of lines that I need to review because I have them. But I think I'm really going to start like really evaluating not buying any new skincare lines, you know, or receiving any new skincare lines, just because I want my skin to be, you know, I like reviewing skincare, I do, but I think I'm sort of getting to the point where I'm like, because every time I get my skin to like a really good place, I'm like, damn it, now I got to test something else and I don't know how my skin's going to react, and do I really want to do that to myself because my skin's looking so good? I'm at the place where I don't really want to do that to myself anymore. But the other side of that is though too is like my makeup content doesn't get viewed as much. So it's like, if I stop doing skincare, am I just gonna like lose you guys altogether? Because I don't know. I'm really struggling at the moment because like I said, I'm just like, I feel like my skin is just like, it's like, okay, these are the things that I love. Can we be done? Because like my skin, it hasn't looked this good. Like go back to any of the videos on my channel, like it hasn't looked this good in a long time. And I've been really consistent, you know, making sure that I'm doing my skincare morning and night because sometimes I'll slack and, you know, my skin freaks out. I'm using the same, you know, I'm not introducing new stuff right now. I'm only using the same products, you know, really consistently for the last couple of months. And I mean, I do that anyway when I test new skincare, but I don't know. So then that just sort of leads me into like, okay, well, what direction do I want to go with my channel then? Like, do I want to start incorporating other stuff? I know sometimes you guys say that you want to watch food stuff, but then like, again, that stuff just doesn't get watched on my channel. So I don't know. I mean, I know I'm not the only person who's like struggling with it right now and just like sort of figuring out what they're doing, but I don't know, I'll figure it out. I mean, I do want to do like compilation reviews. Like, you know, I've got my deodorant video coming up and the lip gloss thing, and I don't know, maybe that's what I'll have to start doing, is just more stuff like that instead of, you know, like reviewing things. I'll figure it out. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing my recent makeup favorites and what I've been loving and what my skin has been loving and what I've been doing, you know, very minimalistically to my skin. I just sort of give it like a nice wash of color, sort of give me that little bronzy, almost like sunburned look kind of. But yeah, I hope that you guys had fun. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you're up to, what you think, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.